Welcome to the Red Light Therapy Podcast, brought to you by Platinum LED Therapy Lights, the pioneers who spent 15 years building the world's most powerful red light technology. In each episode, we show you how to use that power to heal your body, save time with shorter sessions, and get the professional-grade results you deserve. This is the science of the light, simplified for you. And now, your host, Mike Volkin.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Red Light Therapy Podcast. We are on episode 14. This episode is titled Precision Tuning, Why Specific Wavelengths Matter. This is going to be a really good episode for all of you who already have your red light therapy panels and want to know specifically how to adjust and how to tune those panels to do exactly what you need them to do. And today, as always, our co-host, Dr. Alan Inman, longevity and sports performance specialist from West Texas. Welcome to the show, Dr. Alan.
Once again, amazing to be able to hear and talk with you, Mike, about what we love the most, red light therapy.
Oh, I thought you meant you love me the most, but red light therapy is good. We both love that as well. Dr. Allen has 2 clinics in Costa Rica, actually, and is the medical director of a stem cell clinic, which I am a customer of. He has helped my back tremendously. And as a red light therapy expert, he's going to share his wisdom so you can make the most out of your red light therapy device. So we're going to keep this one under 10, 15 minutes. So if somebody's actually listening while they're doing the red light therapy session, they're actually helping their mind and their body. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Again, precision tuning, why specific wavelengths matter. My first question to you is, why does platinum LED specifically use 7 different colors of light? I know there's a lot of competitors out there. Some use 2, some use 4, but platinum uses 7. Why is that?
Okay, so there's no wavelength that is ideal for, for example, tissue or every therapeutic goal. So that's why there are different wavelengths that will have different characteristics on, how they interact with tissues. So what is available with these BioMax Pro are, as we will say, 480, which is your blue, 630, 660, which is your red and deep red. Then we've got our 850 and 810, which is your near infrared. But then we jump into the near infrared, which are an addition that not all panels have, which are 980 and 1060. So what allows these to be so special is that they go deeper. They have reaction where they can go further than the rest of these because of their wavelength. And so anytime you're within like 600 and 1100, they call this the optical window of human tissue, which means they'll penetrate more effectively because there is usually absorption of melanin or by hemoglobin or water. And in this case, it's lower. So it allows it to penetrate deeper by having these others, which are so very important. Because if it wouldn't have been this case of having red light, as we spoke the last time, it wouldn't have helped as much with my back. And at the end, it did. It relieved the pain by like 50%.
Yeah, that's true. So platinum actually talks about R+ and NIR+ technology. Can you break that down, exactly what that means?
So it's proprietary wavelength technology, which allows there to be different wavelengths that will be delivering different therapeutic, wavelengths with each treatment session. So it's really important to know that when you see the R+, it's 630 and 660. So what that's going to help is more, superficial. So we're going to have more towards what is skin, collagen, wound healing, and we're going to have more surface circulation that's going to improve and even hair follicles. But when we jump to what is the case of the near infrared plus, that combines what is 810, 850, 980, and what is 1060. So this goes deeper. So what we're going to find out is going to help with the muscles, tendons, ligaments. What it's going to do is work on peripheral nerves, and it's going to help with mitochondrial function, but in these deeper tissues. Because as we know, that red light that we were talking about before, not the near infrared, it'll do mitochondria, but more on the surface. So what it helps is to be able to have a combination to have better effects on what we're looking for with each therapy.
Well, you touched on this, my next question a little bit, but let's expand on, how do you customize a panel to target specific health goals?
Okay. So what is nice about these panels is you can actually choose how much of percentage you want the light to be, expelling. So what's going to happen is you can choose which one and then how much. So if we look at like the 630 and 660, like we were talking about, if you want, you combine those and those will be more towards your skin rejuvenation. And if we look more towards muscle recovery, it depends on the depth. So you can do 810, 830. And if you really go, wow, I think it's a little bit deeper than that, then you jump over and you can add that 1060 if you want, and it'll really help. The 1060 also helps by what has been shown by medical studies by helping what is losing fat. So that's the other plus about it.
Is that why that's such a big deal? The new Pro Series came out and everybody was freaking out. Yay, 1060 nanometers. Like, was that because of the fat reduction?
It's because of that.
Okay. No, that would be a big deal since most of America, not most, but a vast majority of
people are always talking about that because it's so nice to be able to know, hey, it's going to go deeper, but they're seeing that it can have somewhat of an effect on fat reduction by its use in that way, and that's why it's so interesting.
So how do the red and infrared waves, how do they work together? If they're shining at the same time, are there interactions there? How do they work together?
Well, what's going to happen is they're just going to influence different things. So if we look at the red, you're going to end up finding that it's going to do more towards fibroblasts, which are in the tissues, and collagen. And then it's going to help with skin repair and the microcirculation, and it'll help more with that hair follicle function. And as we speak of the near infrared, as we were talking about before, it's going to affect all those deeper tissues. And so if you have the combination of both, why not just heal whatever's underneath it instead of just going, I'm just going to look at it on skin or just muscle. Sometimes you just want to combine both. When we look at this, it just depends on what you want. So if you're just wanting to get healed real quick on a sports lesion or because you had muscle fatigue, then you try to reach out and go deeper. That's how we'd look at it.
Okay. This might be a loaded question since I know the answer, but it's important to know this from the user's perspective, because with platinum panels, you can do this, but can I turn off specific colors or wavelengths if I don't want them for whatever reason?
Yes, you actually could. And the thing that comes with these panels is these BioMax Pros is they allow you to do that. So you have the option of choosing to turn all of them on or all of them off. Because at the end of the day, what our goal is to be able to increase our mitochondrial function. And depending on how you want to work that out, you just choose whatever you want. It's that simple.
That's simple enough. From a beginner's point of view, let's say someone just gets their panel in. How do they know a good, all-purpose wavelength that just helps, regardless if they don't know what they want the red light for? They just want it for overall health benefits. Like, how do they know what to select there?
So one of the wavelengths that's been studied the most is the 810 nanometer. And what happens is that this wavelength, it helps a little bit deeper than the 600. And so what it is allowing is having, this deeper effect. And so you're going to have bigger changes when it comes to those deeper tissues. A lot of people, when they're looking at skin, they look at it in the context that they're going to see a change immediately, and it takes time. That's why it has to do with consistency. But these other wavelengths they allow us to be able to reach in a sense that, okay, if we're doing deeper tissues and we have a lesion, we can actually feel a difference almost immediate. And so that's what's nice about those. And sometimes people are just looking for that immediate effect. Everybody wants it now, but it doesn't mean that neither of the two are working. It's just that's how people will perceive it, and they'll go, oh, this one's better. And it has nothing to do with that. I'm just stating it that way because that's how the medical studies have shown.
It's true. Okay, awesome. Dr. Allen, amazing knowledge. As always, you've answered all my questions completely, thoroughly, and in layman's terms, so I can understand them. Thank you very much. Until next time, everybody, we're going to dive into more of the myths around the red light therapy industry and how to mitigate them. But in the meantime, feel free to watch all past or listen and watch all past interviews. And if you have any questions, please go ahead and upload them to redlighttherapypodcast.com. Once again, thanks again, Dr. Allen. See you on a future episode.
Take care. Thanks.
Thank you for joining us on the Red Light Therapy Podcast. While others imitate, Platinum innovates. For over 15 years, Platinum Therapy Lights remains the pioneers and global leader in the red light therapy industry. Access the same technology trusted by medical professionals, researchers, and peak performers worldwide. Now, it is your turn to experience the Platinum LED difference. Visit PlatinumTherapyLights.com to secure your professional-grade results today.